Who's got the cheese? Who's got the cheese? Hello, Flosstube. This is Donna. Wistful, or Okey dokey, whatever you want to say. Merry Christmas. This is probably going to be my last update of the year. So I thought I'd share with you very quick what I've been up to. Busy, as everybody is. Share my Christmas ornaments. This is one that a patient made for me. I got a couple of them. I just noticed the eyes. One of the eyes is now darker than the other. And it's a little mouse, and they're all handmade. And I got a couple of them, and I ended up with two. So they're on my Christmas tree, which has had bad news this year. It fell down just once so far. But it's an old tree that reminds me of a toilet brush. And I've got my some of my Christmas ornaments. I worked a pediatric ward at one stage, orthopedics, so you had to have those. I've been busy watching Flosstube, which no doubt a lot of you have. And there's Flossmas, which is happening now. And that is so cool. And just really enjoying it. And it certainly helped with the stitching. So that's been great. So I want to give a big thanks to those of you doing it every day, like Ginger Gerald and, of course, Caroline. And it has been a blast. And just finished watching, let's see, Sunshine Sisters? Is that right? No. Southern Sunshine. Sunshine Stitches and Southern Ladybug. And they're cool. So just thoroughly enjoyed it. I have been busy, like everybody. This is what my sister made me. I know it's not it's stitching related. She knitted it. It was one of the Hirschner's ugly knit sweater designs. And I got to pick the one that she made. And it's usually hanging on the Christmas tree. And it survived the great big fall down. So that was cool. So this is going to be a bit erratic today, per usual. And I thought I'd start out with the Santa's Coming quilt. This is one by Patchwork and Quilting. And this is one that I dug out of the cabinet. And this is an Australian quilting thing, but it's got a lot of embroidery in it. And it's been a blast working on it. So I'm working on a different panel, but I've gotten pretty far. And let me see if I can get back far enough so you can get a picture of it. I showed this before. So we've now got a house. Of course you realize I can't see too much. I'm trying to look through the fabric. There's a house and Santa's going with a sleigh, and it's a lot of fun. So currently I'm into berries. So that's the next bit. So this will probably get finished one year. But it's one of those designs that will take ages, per usual. My whips are still below 100. But not for long, probably, knowing me. But I'm making a concerted effort to whack them through. But, yeah, still do get quite a few due ones. I just do such big designs that it just takes ages. So unless I get into small ones, which I haven't been able to. This is the old one, Adirondack Lodge, that I take to Guild and work on. And this is a Design Works kit. And we are getting there slowly. And I've decided to do some of the back stitching. now, so I'll do one thread of the regular and do the back stitching, but I'm into the bear otherwise. So that's one that I take to Guild and do. Oh, love the Guilds. Guild, we've got 2 local craft work things that I go where I live, and that keeps me pretty busy. And then there's Flosstube, of course. And I'll just show you some of the things that I'm getting into. I've got everything placed over here because they are such huge projects that it takes a bit. So excuse me turning away. I fell down what I call the Hook Run Hollow Hole. And so I ordered a whole bunch. And the one that I started was The Village of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplers. And I've done a wee bit on that. So I'm quite pleased with that. And there's my gridding. And that's the first square. And you can see as I grid. And I just find it so much easier. And I usually grid a bit and then I take it out a little later very carefully. And if you, I don't usually run into problems with that. So that was that one. And then of course I was into the Tiny Modernist. And this was Santa's house. So this is just showing part of it. 6-part mystery. And I didn't get too far. And I've got one reindeer without a nose. And I'm working on the sleigh. But this one hasn't gotten any love the last couple weeks because I've been busy elsewhere. I've got my beloved's gift. This is Hands Across the Sea. God, I had to look at it as if I'd forget. And this is a huge sampler. It's one that I was about ready to give up on. Very much so, because not only is it 40 count on impossible choice of linen, thank you very much, but I kept losing my place and all sorts, and I had it on a frame, and everything was going against me. So anyway, I am getting there. And this one is beautiful. And it's over 1, DMC, 40 count, some type of linen. I've said it before. Go check my other bits before, because, oh, geez. But that I work on most days for at least a half an hour, and a half an hour is quite intense. I don't know how you guys can do 40 count all the time. It drives me nuts. So, and here's what I'm mainly working on. Excuse me, the things, a pin's caught in it. Hands Across the Sea, the Sarah Brazier. Now, I think I was about page 6 when I got back from overseas. And that was when? October. And I just finished page 14. So I'm quite pleased, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. I finished that today. So I'm absolutely delighted, but it is a huge piece with a huge amount of work. I died with death by cross stitch. That sort of died and went the way of too hard for now stage. Not with this on the go and the other one. But it's absolutely beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Sorry about no ironing, and I haven't taken the threads out because I can't be bothered at this stage. And so I'll zoom up to start on page 15. And I will post this, the picture that I took with Stitch Mania. So I am thoroughly loving cross stitch still, and the other projects that I do. It's no snow here. Well, there is on the mountains still. And the weather is fantastic, and the garden's going good. And so I have to get out there periodically and do a bit in the garden. So Christmas Day, oh, like most of us, will have the goodies. I'm going to have turkey and peas from the garden, and should have beans from the garden, and all the goodies. And of course, this year, instead of the Christmas puddings, even though I've got the mince ones, I cheated. I got the frozen ones, stuff it. And I will get some ice cream anyway, or cream. And we're going to have a pavlova. Now, Australians know about pavlova, and there's always the fight about who made it, and I think the Kiwis did. That'll get the Aussies ire up. Anyway, so we'll probably have that with some kiwi fruit on it, maybe some strawberries from the garden, and that's cool. Still have strawberries at the letterbox. I love that. That is so much fun. And so if the letters, when the letters come and the kids, you can tell they sneak by and they look and they look and they look at the house and they look up, down, and then they usually pinch them. And I keep thinking, God, I hope they wash them. But if they don't, that's their problem, because some of the dogs aren't so helpful. Anyway, I don't want to think about that too much. Let's see, what else? Christmas plan. What am I into next year? I'm still going to work on Sarah Brazier. I'd still like it to be my focus group, focus work, and I'll leave the Adirondack Lodge one for when I go to Guild. But I've decided to still celebrate the goodies, high tea, with Friday off the grid, well, high tea start that Caroline has. And so I'm going to celebrate and do a new start most of the holidays. Otherwise, I'm going to try and curb it. This is the plan, but knowing May, anything can go. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have something that's going to take one start each month. And so I'm going to call that one start each month, even though it's one chart. So I'll go through and tell you what I'm going to start a little bit. This is the plan at the moment. On Christmas Day, I'm going to start this one, Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. Sounds cool. But I'm still marking the fabric, so and because I ended up getting 2 meters of iguana, whatever it is, and I'm marking it with my gridding squares so that I can cut down, and I want to save one for a really long one. So that's going to be the Christmas one. So I've just about gotten it to the edge so that I can tell where it is. So that's cool. And then I'm going to make a start for most of the holidays and my birthday and Christmas and Boxing Day and Thanksgiving and all that. Oh, I added Christmas twice. Anyway, so I'm just, but knowing me, I can use any excuse. Oh, it's sunny today. I think I'll do a start. No, but I've decided I should be better than that. I'm going to, but that doesn't count. So on Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, which you know, I haven't decided what to start yet. We'll just see what hits me. But the New Year start, the last day of the year, my mad, Teresa Winslow, Lover Kits. This is the Peacock Tapestry. and it's got all the stuff, and of course I'll have to grid a bit, and I figured I'll just start this bit here. So I'll do that on the end of the last day of the year. Sounded good. And then New Year's Day, we've got a problem. New Year at Hawk Run Hollow, of course. And this is the one that I'm going to do one a month. So this is it. And it's beautiful by Carriage House Samplers. So it's been fun. Like I say, I am just enjoying doing things. And I hope you're all keeping well and keeping out of trouble, as I like to say. And I thoroughly enjoy needlework. Thank you for liking this crazy YouTube. And thanks for checking in. And I am really inspired with all the wonderful knitters there and very thankful for it. So I want to thank you all. And for the people that I've met here. It's been great. So you guys take care and enjoy Christmas and Merry Christmas. Even these little guys want you to have a Merry Christmas, and their eyes are okay. So Merry Christmas. Happy Flossmas. All you nuts out there doing it each day. Maybe I'll do it next year. Who knows? Take care. Bye-bye. Love ya.